Today we're going to play a new fun game.
I know it's just the start of the video, but here's the bottom line. Whether you're shooting in night sight with the Pixel 2 or the Pixel 3 or the XL versions in this case, you're gonna come out with some great results. The biggest takeaway here is night sight shot a bit warmer on the Pixel 2 XL compared to the 3. Also, for future reference in this video, I'm not gonna keep adding XL at the end. I'll just say Pixel 2 and Pixel 3. You know which one I'm talking about. The warmer hues on the Pixel 2 is easily noticed by the orangish reds and pinks in the sky, where it's almost all blue on the 3. You can also tell by the yellow tones reflecting off the church here. Now, are either of these colors really true to life? No. The sky isn't this blue at night, and if anything, the Pixel 3 is really turning those yellows white, which is definitely more pleasing to the eye. And whether you like that or not is subjective, but if it's not for you, shoot in normal auto mode. At 100% crop, both do a fine job in regards to detail and clarity. If it wasn't for the warmth change in these photos, you'd be hard pressed to know they were even taken with different camera phones. In the second set of shots, the Pixel 3 is now the warmer one of the bunch. Not by a lot, but the foreground is a bit more orange than the 2. Otherwise, both look almost identical. At 100% crop, again, both do a really good job. If anything, the 3 has a hint more clarity all the way in this back area here. In this next set of shots, both the Pixel 2 and Pixel 3 did an excellent job in this poorly lit environment. They took what would be an almost unusable shot in regular auto mode to a perfectly usable one with night sight. At one point during this edit, I had to make sure both of these pictures weren't the same because they were pretty much identical. With night sight, you'll see that they've taken the warm yellow cast that covers my face from the streetlights and adjust the white balance to a cooler tone. Much more so on the Pixel 3, which I actually prefer here. At 100% crop, I've also noticed the Pixel 3 did a much better job focusing the entire photo. We have a bit more of the same here. Both do great brightening up the shot while adding clarity overall. At 100% crop, both also have some pretty spot on detail, but I did notice one thing. On the Pixel 3, I was actually able to pick out stars in the photo, which was either completely missing or really faint on the Pixel 2. For a city like Chicago that's filled with light pollution, that was pretty mind-blowing for me. Now, this is something small and really minute, but it makes me want to drive out to nowhere to do some star shooting. I think that'd be pretty cool to see. Okay, let's slow our roll for a minute and think about how ridiculous this is. I'm literally standing in pitch black darkness here. You can't see anything here. You can't see shit. That little light, that white speck, that yellow blob, that's coming from the peephole of my apartment. There's also a sliver of light coming from the bottom door and a little light to the right where the kitchen is. I've done so many tests. I put out so many videos already with night sight, and this doesn't get old. This is just ridiculous. Amazing and ridiculous. So yes, the Pixel 2 shot a bit warmer, the 3 a bit cooler, and there's plenty of noise in this picture, even more so on the 3. This photo turned out the way it did because it came from light through a peephole, and a sliver of light from the bottom of my apartment door, and a hint of light from the kitchen to the right that you can't even see in normal mode. Unbelievable. And let's not forget, this isn't even the official release of night sight yet. Who knows if it'll even get better? I'll keep this conclusion short and sweet. The Pixel 2 and Pixel 3 are both great cameras. If you need more proof, I have a ton of camera comparisons with both of these phones, so feel free to check those out. And with the addition of night sight, they've both upped their camera game to new levels. If you've been deciding between a Pixel 2 and a Pixel 3, and the deciding factor was whether or not night sight was going to be way better on the 3 than the 2, it isn't, at least in my experience. The 3 doesn't blow the 2 out of the water or anything like that. They're both pretty comparable with maybe a few instances of clarity in the background, but that shouldn't be a deal breaker. And if you already have a Pixel 2 or a Pixel 3, I'll leave a link in the description for you to download night sight and see for yourself. There's no better way to prove skeptics wrong than to just use it.